Hello, fellow viewers. You're once again welcome to another edition of Smart Money Talks. And I'm your girl, Munja Shirley. And with me today is no other person than 𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐻. And guess what? Today we're going to be talking on franchise. Franchising. Yes, I'm so excited about this topic because it's something that I've actually been looking into, but I've never really successfully executed it, or I've never really seen let me say being a part of someone, a part of a business that has kind of like, let me say, successfully executed this. So I'm really very excited about this topic. So we're going to be looking at this as an option for business people, or people that are kind of like already having existing, or people that are aspiring to be business people. So Ewin, I'm really very excited about this topic today. How are you? How are you doing today?
I'm fine, absolutely great.
Okay. That is Abidjan.
Abidjan is nice. It's nice and cool, bit rainy. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the truth is that this time I'm fussing with one of my colleagues in the office, and I was like, "Do you know what it means? Do you know what it means when somebody totally, in short, she didn't know anything about it, right? So for someone who is a complete novice to this term, right, how can you explain this term to someone, for the person to be able to understand? So a layman who's never heard this term before, it might actually be someone who is already in business, or someone who has never done business before, or someone who is currently thinking of entering business, right? Thinking of doing something. So what is franchising?
Yeah. So the franchise concept is that you acquire the rights to conduct a business in a certain area. And normally that would be a known brand or something. So a good example would be, for example, Burger King. So that's a known restaurant, and it may be in certain cities, in certain areas, and not in others. And so you can acquire the right to operate it in your area, wherever you think there's a good market. So, I mean, obviously that requires some research on your side. And then you would need to obviously also have the finance available to finance that. But the interesting part about this is that you buy into a proven business model. You probably have greater access to finance, because banks out there, they do know how to finance. They have type of franchise models. Also, you run less risk in a sense than if you start completely out of your own, because like I said, you have a proven business model. You get support from the franchise owner, so they are supposed to help you with that. And then they are also interested that you perform well and that your business performs well, because ultimately that contributes to the brand. And then they will have training programs for you to help to get you going and to make you better. And also you will have access to, I mean, your territory is protected, so they will make sure that not somebody is opening another similar or a shop of the same brand just next door. So that is part of the game. And then so there are economies of scale, maybe in terms of for example, if you order, because if you would be a small business owner, you would order just for your business. Now, since you are part of a franchise and there are other franchisees that are, having the same needs, they can order, that they can be bulk orders. So you could have potentially economies of scale in terms of your raw materials or something like that. So those are essentially the advantages, and also it helps to define the kind of the concept of a franchise. And most well known in food franchises. So, I mean, I guess fast food chains, but it really, they extend to all sorts of areas. Hotels could be franchises, hardware stores could be franchises. On the beauty and beauty salons, those type of things, or certain beauty products. Those could be franchises. So it really goes into all sorts of different type of industries and business types of business.
Okay. Well, Erin, thank you so much for that kind of clarification on an explanation of what franchising is all about. Now, Erin, talk to me about this, right? I'm just some kind of like thinking aloud, right? So imagine that it's like that you have maybe the Shirlma show. I've just heard about this new term and I'm actually excited about it. So can I just decide today and kind of like say I want to franchise the Shirlma show? Or maybe there are some regulations or things that maybe I need to do to become a franchisor?
Yeah, so you actually address it from the other perspective, because so there is obviously the example that we just spoke about, maybe somebody who is in full employment and you have your 8 to 5 grind and you earn a salary and you have saved some money and now you think, okay, maybe I should do something on my own, and you want to become a franchisee and you are looking to buy a franchise. And now there is the other element where you already run a business and then maybe it's quite successful and you look to expand